Opening game in 92 years. Well, for Morocco, who are competing at their 7th World Cup appearance, they are yet to win an opening game in a World Cup. They've drawn 3 and they've lost 3. The time for the hydration break, as it is announced so loudly inside this stadium, we'll tell you that we're midway through the second half here on 5 Live. We've got a drinks break, so we are going to go to Boston. And let's soak up the atmosphere of Haiti, Scotland with John Southall.
Yes, good evening, Ian. Good timing. Welcome to Foxborough, because the Scotland side has just walked onto the field here to take in their surroundings, and it is a wonderful setting for Scotland's return to the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. They're down there in their blue suits and their white T-shirts. This is the home of the New England Patriots, a steepling open stadium, and it is absolutely full, packed, bursting with Scots. Here in their thousands, the Sultai draped around the stadium, and importantly, the temperature has dropped. It has been hot and humid during the day in Boston, and now it is a comfortable temperature inside the stadium, which will suit Scotland tonight. Awaiting the team news, we think Angus Gunn will start in goal ahead of Craig Gordon. Looks like Scott McTominay has recovered from that stomach bug. He is ready to go, and you can feel the anticipation inside this stadium.
And it will be live on BBC Radio 5 Live. And don't forget that the match will be replayed, BBC Television and the iPlayer, from 7:30 in the morning. As I'm sure that Steve Clarke will hope that Scotland's first World Cup in 28 years gets off to a winning start. When we went to Times Square the other night, and there were so many Scottish supporters, and we stopped, well, your mate, Tommy, now my new mate, said,
we can share mates, it's okay, we can share
he
mates.
said, why are you here? And they used it was easier for the Scotland fans to travel into New York and then make the journey on to Boston.
I think what they've done is they've just tried to, with most fans at this tournament as well, trying to find the cheapest way to get to their destination. The Scots wanted to go through New York, and let me tell you, they've enjoyed their time in New York as well. Lots of them in Times Square, and just off Times Square as well, in the bars and in the restaurants, enjoying themselves. So I'm told they're in the bars. Anyway, but they seem to have a good time. No Scotland, no party, that's what they say.
Yeah, that was when you were drinking the hot chocolate.
Absolutely.
20 minutes to go as the play is about to resume after the drinks break here. As soon as that team news, incidentally, is confirmed, then we will bring it to you. And don't forget, the game will be live on 5 Live as well as Radio Scotland from 2 o'clock. Playback underway. 1-1 then between Brazil and Morocco. Ball chipped clear by Douglas Santos. This is Cunha. Vinicius Junior knocks the ball high in the air. Guimaraes battles for that bouncing ball, and then bounces away off El Mourabet, as the ball is now with Hakimi. So the team news has been confirmed. Back to John Southall.
Yeah, so Gunn does start in goal in, McTominay and McGinn also in, so it's Gunn, Hickey, Robertson, McTominay, Hanley, McGinn, Adams, Hendry, Gannon-Doak, Ferguson and Shankland for Scotland's return to the World Cup.
And even if you haven't watched it yet, there's still an opportunity to do so on the iPlayer. But as Talby tries to turn, but then a challenge comes in from Douglas Santos. Kevin Bridges, the documentary In Search of the Beautiful Game, as the ball is played forward, and it was looking for Sabari, and the flag was up on this near side anyway. It's from Clydebank to Cafu. It's a great watch. I would thoroughly recommend it for the Kevin Bridges documentary you can find on the iPlayer. He actually went to Brazil as well. Obviously spoke to Cafu, went to a favela. He required the factor 50 sun cream.
Very funny man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very funny. There'll be a few on the far side that still requiring the factor 50 as still they bathe on that top tier here in the sunshine in the United States. We're past midnight, of course, back home. 1-1. El Mourabet trying to get on the end of that bouncing ball, but Gabriel sensed the danger, lent into him, passes the ball back towards Alisson, and then goes out wide. Danilo goes
靠这个。军的你。降低。
It's almost as if the Moroccan supporters inside the stadium were listening to Dion and realising that they needed a little bit of a pick-me-up as they stand up around us in those in red to try and generate some vocal support. But Guadi just doing his effective job in that midfield. As Sabari plays the ball back. That was El Anawi. Opens up on that left-hand side for Morocco. Sabari does give it towards Matsraoui. Ball played back towards Matsraoui. Time to measure the cross, drilled in low. And then cleared away by Fabinho for Brazil. Out from Morocco throw, 1-1.
Yeah, it's a good ball in, but Fabinho, I think, has been the difference. I mean, Guadi in the first half, who plays in exactly the same position for Morocco, he's taking charge of that game, and now Fernandinho, or should I say Fabinho's come on, and he's making sure that nothing makes its way past his two centre-halves. Very, very cultured footballer in there, Fabinho. Takes some great positions.
I wonder if there become a point where both managers think, I tell you what, such is the quality of the opposition that we're playing against, knowing that we've got Scotland and Haiti to come, we'll take the point.
We'll take the point, yeah, without a doubt, because I think in this game in particular, if you do switch off at all, then you will get punished, because the quality is very, very high. Both still trying to get forward, both still trying to create chances, but the edge has gone a little bit out of the game.
Brazil, who have topped each group stage since 1982. They did draw 1-1 in the Russia World Cup in 2018 against Switzerland, and that's the scoreline here with 15 minutes remaining on 5 Live. All the build-up to come. Haiti against Scotland. Commentary on 5 Live and Radio Scotland from the BBC. Rafinha on the halfway line, back towards Danilo. It's a very, very slow pace now. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior, who got the equaliser for Brazil. Oh, and then he's just a lapse of concentration. Talbia's been presented with the ball. Sabari now takes over. Vinicius Junior is the one that races after it on that far side to try and make sure that Brazil get it back. 80,663. As it claims it's a full house here in New Jersey, with the typical razzmatazz of the PA announcer, as you'd expect here.
You actually announced that while you were sort of doing a bit of a shoulder shimmy, didn't you? Hey? What's the shoulder shimmy all about there?
I don't know, I was trying to get into razzmatazz.
It's a tapping. I mean, in the first half, obviously, when they've got the energy, the red shirts flooding in. Lovely bit of skill, great ball in, and not a red shirt in sight. Edge of the box, waiting for that perfect strike. Doesn't happen.
Ball goes back to Alisson. Alisson's first time clearance. Cunha controls the ball. Looks for Vinicius Junior. Diop, I think, had switched off, looking for the flag. Vinicius Junior, Rafinha, first time, left-footed low, and straight at the goalkeeper.
difficult chance, that one. I mean, Rafinha's got all the quality in the world, but he's just, I don't know, maybe 5 yards ahead of the near post, 15, 20 yards out, and he has to swing, put power on the shot, put direction on the shot, scuffs it slightly. I mean, it goes straight to the keeper. There's no problem at all for the keeper, but he just seems to have stayed down. He seems to have fallen awkward. He's grabbing his left ankle as well, so what's happened there, I'm not too sure. When he went down towards the ball, he might have twisted his left ankle. There's a big picture of Rafinha right in front of us here, close-up of his face. He's grimacing as if to say, if I'd have caught that one properly, I would have had a chance of scoring, but he didn't. But better from Brazil.
Earlier, Morocco made a couple of changes with Talbi for Brahim Diaz and El Mourabat coming on for Unahi. Bono, I think, is able to continue. They're looking to try and make a couple of more changes. Redouane Halhal is going to be coming on, who's a defender. Oh no, it's 26, not 25. It'll be Salahuddin, the PSV defender, who's going to come on. He replaces Mazraoui. So that's like for like. And then the other player coming on was Amamouni, who's come on for El Kanous. So the Eintracht Frankfurt forward, only his third appearance for his country at his first World Cup, replaces the former Leicester City player who went out to Stuttgart on loan, scored 9 goals in 44 appearances before joining them permanently in May. So Amamouni is on, and they now also have used 4 substitutions, have Morocco, as we have just 10 minutes remaining. 1-1 it is between the two sides. Here on 5 Live, Enrique climbs to head the ball forward. Diop, just the game feels as if it's petering out.
Yeah, it does with a lack of energy and pace, and there's more hopeful balls than quality. And
Brazil also have made a change. Bruno Guimaraes has gone off, and Danilo Santos is the player who has come on, the former Nottingham Forest midfielder. 62 appearances and 6 goals during his 2.5 years at the City Ground before he was sold for £21 million. As Morocco looking for a late goal with 10 minutes remaining. Over on the far side, Talbi. Cross is delivered low and blocked by Salahuddin, and it will go to the edge of the area now with Boadi. Hakimi on this near side, the right. Boadi on the stretch, couldn't get that. Loose ball will be picked up by Vinicius Junior. Releases it early towards Rafinha. Rafinha runs out towards the far side. Riyad of Crystal Palace hold him up as they're coming together in a collision, I think, with Enrique and El Ainaoui of Morocco off the ball. This is Cunha. Cunha enters the penalty area. Cunha still going on the stretch, gets a corner kick, and then he whips up the Brazilian crowd as well.
Need to do something, Brazil, they really do. Well, both sides have been very laboured in this second half. The referee's changed his mind.
Oh, he has changed his mind. I'll tell you what that will be. That will be one of the rule changes where they're able to do that. It'll be VAR taking its effect, because they're able to do it with the VAR, assuming, I mean, corner kicks can be checked by VAR, but it has to be done quickly before the restart, and that was quickly.
Yeah, it was, and the referee must have got the information he needed. Vinicius Junior was out at the corner flag with Cunha, and the referee said no, that is a goal kick.
Bastian Danker, the German VAR official, working extremely effectively. 8 minutes remaining. Oh, that's a short back pass by Diop, and Bono had to react quickly, and he's in the wars as well, because he's actually been caught in his shoulder, his right shoulder, by Rafinha, and he's now gone down holding that part of his body, because Diop's back pass gave Rafinha a sniff of an opportunity, and Bono quickly got there with his left boot, but then Rafinha clattered into him and just caught him, his upper body twisted.
Yeah, just the coming together, that nothing in that at all for me. Rafinha holding his hand out as well, as if to say, listen, sorry about that, but it was just you going forward, me going forward. He didn't even go for the ball, Rafinha. He knew that the keeper was going to get there first. There was a little window opportunity there for Rafinha. If it was Vinicius Junior, I would imagine he'd have gone on the end of that, but just the coming together there, the keeper stayed down.
I've just had a flashback to 1986.
Okay.
And Brian Robson.
Yes, with his shoulder, getting strapped up.
Yeah, dislocated shoulder.
It's a painful one. I've dislocated my collarbone twice, and it's very, very painful.
Well, at the minute, Bono is sitting up. They did have him lying on his back, and they were almost moving his right arm over his head to really stretch those shoulder muscles. But bearing in mind, he was in the wars earlier on with what was it, did you say it was his ankle problem?
Yeah, rolled his ankle slightly, I think, when he was receiving the ball. They're just checking the movement now, that ball and socket movement. All the lift it up, pull it down, bits and bobs, but he's talking, he seems okay. We'll know if he's okay if they actually pull that arm to get him up off the floor. That'll tell you if he's okay or not.
Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon.
There you go. Well, you're going back a bit, you now, aren't you? Showing your age, aren't you? That was 1942 then.
Well, just to make sure, Munir El-Khajaoui, who's at 37 years of age, he's made an appearance in the last at least one in the last 2 World Cups. He might, he's warming up just in case, but Bono, I think, is all right. Gives a little shake of the right arm, and play is back underway. But it's a lengthy stoppage. 1-1 it remains. First half was extremely enjoyable. Second half, in this heat, you could be struggling to stay away.
Not been great, to be honest with you, by both sides. And I think what you said earlier as well, Ian, about both being happy with the point, I think that is definitely the case. There's still a couple more chances in this game. Still a couple more chances to go.
Bouadi wriggles free from Cunha. Strong running from Bouadi. Pokes the ball forward to this near side, looking for Amamouni. But Gabriel, this is Danilo back towards Gabriel, and as Morocco will press towards Alisson. See, in the first half, that was a key feature of their play, that they were pressing, they were being aggressive. They've been quite happy just to drop off for Brazil in this second half, and Brazil have seen a lot more of the ball as a result.
Yeah, sometimes when you get to this stage of the game, you might have your forward-thinking players trying to do the same thing, but your midfield players have dropped off slightly, so the gaps are much bigger. You don't get that consistency of going together, and that's what's happened to Morocco.
Hakimi, the African Footballer of the Year, forward for Morocco on this near side. Back towards Diop, quickly chased out by Rafinha. The return ball towards Diop, with Rafinha still showing plenty of energy. Racing now towards the goalkeeper, Bono, away towards our left-hand side. 3.5 minutes remain of normal time. Bouadi actually was able to applaud the ball from Riyad out of defence before it arrived to his feet. Morocco now just seeing a lot more of the ball, possibly their most sustained spell of possession in this second half. Out it goes wide to the far side. And this is Talbi. His cross cleared by Marquinhos with a lazy right-footed clearance. Picked back up by the red shirts of Morocco. Here on 5 Live. Bouadi now in the centre circle. Out across Hakimi on this near side to right. Bouadi is available with a square pass. This now is
人中吕布，马中驰布。吕布手中那盏方天画戟，使得那是出神入化。
Morocco in possession, back with Diop, but not taking many chances in possession. Ball played forward, headed easily away.
山川巨谷在赤兔马的脚下。
Santos picked up again by Brady though for Morocco. Still it remains 1-1.
董卓得吕布，
胜
得10万。
Delivers the
如
cross.
今更可
Marquinhos
怕
was back to head
这
it
两
away
样
to
绝
Brazil.
品居然合二为一了。
will then charge down the attempted clearance and it will be a Brazilian
吕布
throw
正
deep
骑
inside
着
their
赤
own
兔马
half.
在关前
Still
挑战，
1-1, 2 minutes remaining.
可是18路诸侯居然没有一个人敢去应战，全都像缩头乌龟一样的不敢露面。所以，我觉得你们也是。
Final change being made by Morocco and the goal scorer is the player to come off. Sufyan Rahimi coming on for his first finals. He was the first choice centre forward in the African Cup of Nations, but lost his place. Plays his football with Alain, 30 years of age. 12 goals that he scored in 37 appearances. There's one final twist from Mohamed Wahabi.
我觉得我们还是要回避一下吕布这头蒙。
But we've got 60 seconds remaining of normal time.
转告元帅，请讲。
我三兄弟会
Scotland
盟
are
当日
Morocco's next
也送了
opponents.
一份大礼，
Again in Boston
长的化
on
学
the 10th of June. So what's that?
今日我三兄弟离去，
On the 19th of June. That's next Friday. And then Brazil against Haiti in Philadelphia.
合理。
Free kick for Morocco.
玄德兄这一句话，足以修缮18路诸侯。
We're about to find out how much added time. It's a diagonal ball that is hit long.
令你出
Left
战
corner
吕
of the
布，
area.
我和你二哥
Talbi
为
now
你
takes
略阵
over。for Morocco. On that left-hand side, but Enrique is back helping out for Brazil. And Enrique gets it up towards Cunha. Cunha as he trims. The referee has a look at it. Look in the free kick to Brazil, 10 yards inside their own half.
That's good play from Cunha. He's just making sure that he gets back to help his team out. There's a loose ball and he's on it. There's a way to go. Feeney's ready to go. Vinicius Junior's ready to go. Clever tactical free kick though from Morocco.
10 minutes of additional time. Well, all of a sudden that changes the dynamic, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I still think there's a good couple of chances to come. It's heightened even more now with 10 minutes of to come.
10 minutes of stoppage time. Jersey pulls it forward, to the right hand side of the penalty area, down towards the byline, pulls it back, and Danilo couldn't get enough on it, just brushed the top of his head, runs out to the side. Douglas Santos plays the ball in towards Vinicius Junior. Almurabet in the midfield for Morocco, back towards Diop. He's surprised that Rafinha didn't go for goal at the first opportunity.
Yeah, the reason he didn't go for goal is on his right foot, it's his weaker foot, but I'm thinking to myself, 10 yards on the angle, his weaker foot, give himself a chance. None of his teammates were there.
All of a sudden, there's fresh energy in this game. It was petering out, and then when the players have realised it's 10 minutes that we've still got time to go win it, and Brazil are now the ones to play this round.
It's a long shot to hold out the goal, hope to get the point. Give himself a chance, create chances, get the ball, use that the legs. He can get all the points.
Gần 3 分钟。两人局了。
Punches the ball forward.
吕将军，你是个英雄豪杰，董卓是乱世奸贼，你为何要失身于贼？为何不归顺朝廷，为大汉建立万世功勋？此时我三兄弟要你性命如探囊取物，但是英雄相惜，我等不忍杀你，天无一言。 快快弃暗投明！
哥哥，不必跟他啰嗦，在线打动。大家小心！
可惜啊，
Are they brave enough to try and venture forward in these closing stages? Still at 1-1.
游动的侧翼之前，
Hakimi.
此人不可交。
He'll venture forward at every opportunity. Break.
现在正好乘胜追杀才是。
Not once but twice. The shot is fired in from
在落单，
distance.
正好推他上地，杀过去。回来！
And he was forced to dive away to his left with both hands. But it was a bouncing ball and he had to react very quickly. Because on the follow-up, Mooney was coming in and it needed to have that double save behind for a corner kick.
Did really well.
好，众将听令，打开城门，出战董卓。司令，
投战，投战，出战！
My mind was we're inside the last 60 seconds of the minimum 10 to be added on. Brazil 1, Morocco 1. Hakimi goes deep with a free kick over the head of Jalbi. The almost knocked to the floor inside that penalty area.
直奔荷官，
But Morocco picked the ball up. Here it comes.
To the side, so it didn't go out in front of him, so anybody could have come with a tap in. But then he had to react as well for the second save.
大获全胜，
Anybody had
西
nodded
凉
off.
军之
Bearing
溃
in
败，
mind that it's
卓
5 past 1
关
in the
张
morning
三
back
兄
at
弟
home.
策于马
That
下，
little bit of action as the
生死
full-time
不
whistle
明，
is sounded would have
生
certainly
死
woken
不
them up.
明，
But there
那
it
就
is,
是死吧。
the full-time whistle. And Brazil have extended
日月
their
光复，
proud record of being undefeated in World Cup openers. 21 World Cup opening matches now without defeat that stretches back 92
破
years.
城在即，
But it is a fourth draw to go with their 17 wins. And the two heavyweights in Group C have cancelled each other out.
Yeah, they have it. I've got to say.
召集人手，准备应变。啊，
结束了。
是。
Thank you to Alan. A point each means that they are on the board now in terms of Group C, but because Brazil got a couple of yellow cards compared to no yellow cards from Morocco, then it's Morocco who are top of the table, thanks to what FIFA call the team conduct score, which is basically their disciplinary record. And what it means, though, is that a win for either side in the game between Scotland against Haiti, which is 2 o'clock, and they will top
袁绍的50万大军被
被咱家打得落
If
花流
you've been
水，
trying to stay
伤
awake
大
for that
户。
Scotland kickoff at
可
2
是
o'clock, really
还
sorry
有
for
些
the
部
second
分
half of
参
that
与
game and how
可能要
Christian made it for
尽
you.
犯
Look, it
精
was a
神，
lot quieter
掠
in
夺
the
胜
second
将。
half, and a lot of
所
that really was
以
down to the
咱家
approach
是
that Morocco
不得
put
不
in. They
防
seemed as though
范。
they were relatively
对
happy
了
with the point, Hassan.
今日
Yes, I
有
think they
童
put a
谣
lot of
说
energy in：“ this
东
first
头
half.
一个
We don't
汗，
realize, but
西头
the
一个
weather
汗。
and the humidity
迁都入
to
长
just
安，
carry on doing all
方
this
可
effort
无私
takes
难。
its toll. And I think as soon as
好，
Morocco made
真
three
的
substitutions after 65 minutes,
东
they
都洛
start
阳
controlling the game again
历
and having
经
more of
200
the
年，
possession.
气
So
数已尽。
overall, I'm
咱
quite
家
happy
是
with the draw.
夜观天
Not a
象
bad，result at all
见
for
地气，
Morocco, but they
望
didn't have
长
a shot
安。
on goal.
所
Not a
以
shot
咱
on
就决定
target between the
护
30th
驾
minute
西
and then
西，
that effort that we saw in the
迁都于
99th
长安。
minute of that game.
那么，
What do we make of
各位
Brazil
百
after all
官
of
公
that,
卿
Gus?
们，快快准备
we were expecting
啊！
more.
兔装
especially
体
in the
型吧。